Hey guys, it's me again, and today we're going to be learning about Redstone. I thought I'd start doing some tutorials, just so you guys might know what I'm doing with whatever I'm making. So we're just going to start from the bare bones here. We're starting at the very basic and moving on to less basic. So, and by basic, I mean we're starting at the beginning. Alright, so this is a redstone torch. Yep. It acts as an inverter or a power source for redstone. Now, redstone can travel 15 blocks before it can't power anything. So here, here it could still power this torch, but you go one further, and this torch will stay on because it is not being powered by the redstone. So 15 is the maximum. How this can be extended? Well, the old way was you would put a repeater, you put a torch there, redstone here, and a torch there, and it would continue the line. But you don't need that anymore, because that is what was known as a repeater. So, but then in the update, I can't remember which one, they added repeaters themselves. Much handier, much nicer, much easier. Okay, so, next thing. How a redstone torch can power redstone and other torches. So if you put, I'll just break this up. So like I had here, there's a block on top. So this torch is powering the block. Now, since this block is powered, the torch turns off because that's what they do. They act as inverters. Now, redstone can be placed on top of the block that's powered, and it'll get powered. Redstone can be placed the block in front of the torch, or the block under the torch. And that is how you can get power to different places. Oops. Actually, I want to leave that. So yeah, I just had a little setup, or just different examples of how a torch can power things. So yeah. Now, since this torch is powering the redstone and powering this block, this torch turns off. The torch can turn anywhere on this block and it'll be turned off. Same for this, since that block is powered. Now, let's move on to some gates. Gates are what everything's made up of. Gates turn into different devices and whatnot, so gates are pretty important. Now, this is an OR gate. Well, it's honestly kind of stupid, but basically you have well, you don't have to have three inputs, multiple inputs to one output, and that's called an OR gate. So basically all it is, like I said, three inputs, one output. Now, it doesn't have to be done like that. You could compact it more, put 3 repeaters to one block, whoops, and then have redstone coming out of the back. That's another thing I should say. Redstone cannot power blocks themselves. So like, if I run the redstone into the block, the redstone will not come off powered. But if you run a repeater into the block, it will come off powered. Or if you were to run a torch. So, whoops. Well, actually that wouldn't work right there, but right, what am I thinking? So say if I were to go like that, and that. Okay, that should work, but I guess I'm wrong. But if you put a repeater up to it, it gets powered. It's stupid. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on. So, more compact version of the gate, multiple inputs, one output. And this is an even more compact version, just redstone in the middle, and since when the button powers the block, it powers everything beside it. So that's even more compact. Now, I don't know. I can move on to the AND gate and show you different. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to show you guys all the gates, but I'll show you the simple ones and then move on to building certain things. So, this is an AND gate. An AND gate is 2 inputs that when they both have to be on for the output to be on. So if we were to turn this lever here on, nothing happens. If we turn it off and turn this lever on, nothing happens. We turn them both on, door opens. Now this is because the lever is powering the block, which will turn off the torch. And so both torches need to be off for this one to be powered. And so then it will lead off to the door. This is another example of a AND gate. It's just a little different. Same basic concept. You got, why is this broken? Anyways, you just have two basic inputs, both with a torch on it, so that they stay powered. So basically, these two torches have to be off for this one to turn on, and so same thing. Oops, what was it? Was it this one? What the hell is going? Why is it? Okay, there's supposed to be a repeater there, and yeah, same deal, just a little different. And then this is a vertical, 1 block wide AND gate. Same thing basically. All of them are the same thing. They're all the same gate, just different way of doing it. I don't have some. Okay, I have 2 gates that I'm missing, but it doesn't matter. This is a NOR gate. What a NOR gate does is, if one of the inputs is on, the input will be off. I mean, the output will be off if one of the inputs is on. Doesn't work too well if you want this. It's basically an AND gate without the torches on top. Basically. Well, it can be. Or a very simple version like so. With the inverter there and that there, but just depends how you want to make it, I guess, and how you want it to work. This is a NAND gate. Basically an AND gate without the inverter. So if both inputs are on, then the output is off. That's all it is. Some of these gates I don't very much find a use for very often, but whatever. We're going to do this gate, and then I'll leave the other gates for later. This is an XOR gate, and basically if... wait a second. Yeah, okay. The inputs have to be different than each other for the output to go on. So if this one's on and this one's off, then the input is on. But if they're both on, input's off. If you switch it around, same deal. It'll be on. So yeah, they have to be different than each other. I'm not sure where this would come in handy, but some of these gates I don't know. But anyways, that's the basic gates right there. Unless, well, I could show you the last one. The rest are latches and whatnot. Then we have the XNOR gate. This one is a little weird, but they have to be the same for the door to open. Wait a second. Shouldn't they be? Yeah, the inputs have to both be. Wait a second. I think I broke this when I was doing something. I don't remember. Yeah. But anyways, the inputs have to be the same. And if they are, then they'll open. So that's it. That's what that does. So that's pretty much the basics of Redstone, I'd have to say, but how else could I show how Redstone works? Redstone cannot be placed on glass, just like pretty much anything, I guess. Let's look at vertical transmission. Vertical transmission is bringing a power source up. Okay, so why am I doing it here? I don't know. We'll just put a power source there, run it here into this block, and the easiest way to do vertical transmission is just to put a whole bunch of torches, block, torch, and keep alternating until you get to the spot you want. And so then we're up there, and when the input changes, so will the thing on top. It's pretty fast. Yeah, okay. Now bringing a transmission down is not as easy, but it's easy. It's just, I wouldn't say it's complicated, it's just different. Okay, so there's our input, I guess. you can bring it down multiple ways. This is probably the easiest, but you can put it here, and then down, and then do the same thing. So you put it, actually, you could put it here, and put a torch there, and just keep bringing it down like that. It's the most inefficient way, but you could. Another way you can do it is put, I don't need this anymore. Put it below it, so that it travels down faster, basically. Boing, boing, boing. And then you put redstone there, and here, because as you know, the redstone goes down, and it'll power that torch, turn that one off, and so it just keeps going down. Until you reach where you want to go. Oops. And yeah, that's how it will work. And if we hit that button, that torch turns on. Pretty simple. What else could we do? I don't know. I will build other stuff and make tutorials on Redstone and also latches and whatnot. I'm gonna be actually it should be. I will as well as other components like monostable circuits, lengtheners, stuff like that. So that'll be the end of this kind of basic tutorial on Redstone, and I'll see you guys later.